Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Ad Project Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Joe Shellerud, and today I am joined by Matt Wickland. So Matt, how are you doing today?
That was framed up really weird, but I'm doing well, Joe. How are you doing? I was trying to think
of something else to ask you, and I just had nothing.
Yeah, my favorite color is blue, if you're wondering. Yeah.
I was kind of going there in my mind. Yeah, I got nothing. So, well, we just got back from a team event. We went down to a Minnesota Twins game with the whole team, which was a lot of fun. We're back in the office today and ready to record another podcast episode. So, Matt, what are we going to be going through today?
Well, Amazon has rolled out so many new features and so many new analytics programs and just like programs as a whole, it can be hard for a brand to keep track of all of the updates. So we're going to talk through some of the new features, what they mean, what the acronyms are, and how we use them, what key differences are, since it can be confusing when Amazon's throwing like Amazon Marketing Cloud, Amazon Marketing Stream out there is like these different programs. They sound the same. What do they actually do? Yep.
And a key reason why we wanted to cover this too is I don't know. I just think back in the day when I started selling, like we had sponsored products and it was auto and manual campaigns and that was it. Now you have all these different types of sponsored ads. Now you have DSP and now you have all these different reporting types and ways to tie in and track different links and tie different programs together and get hourly data and everything like that. So, we've been getting a lot of questions about that. Like, hey, okay, what's the difference between these different programs or features or platforms or whatever you want to call them? So, I figured this would be a good time to walk through high level. All right, let's cover each of these major ones. What's it for? When should you consider it? And then what's the key information or results that you get out of them? So which one do you want to start on, or where do you want to start?
Let's do a quick retread of past topics that we've rolled through. So we've covered these in prior episodes, and there's a good chance that you're probably familiar with them already. But from like a reporting standpoint, there are a number of like reports that have been around for quite some time, some newer than others. You've got within the ad console, your advertising reports where you can find things like search term reports, impression share reports, a variety of different advertising metric reports. They're more traditional metrics. Most are familiar with those. They're accessible, easy to pull. There's a lot of them, probably like 30, 40 in total. Once you look across the three main ad products of sponsored product, sponsored brand, sponsored display. I don't think we need to go into too much detail there unless we want to commit a couple hours to this episode.
We'll go back to different. We've covered these in some other different episodes that you can definitely dig into detail if you're interested in those reports.
Yeah, if you're a seller, you have business reports, which are an awesome source of information for how things are going in your overall account. You can get things like sessions, page views, unit session percent, buy box percent, total sales, total units. All those good metrics. There are some for like BSR and feedback received for your products, reviews. Covered those in quite a bit of detail in prior episodes. Great reports. Again, take a couple hours to roll through all of those coupled with the advertising reports. So let's focus on what's new. Before we do that though, brand analytics, covered it a lot. I'm beating a dead horse here, but they're awesome. Like kind of next level beyond business reports and your advertising reports where you can look at broader Amazon trends or like account specific information like demos and products your products are frequently compared to, good stuff like that. So
and then to even take that an extension further. So now if we go into DSP, there are a lot of different standard reports that you can get from Amazon DSP too. So if we're just rehashing like really high level the products, so you have sponsored ads where, it's going to be primarily ads running on Amazon using sponsored products, sponsored brand, sponsored display. And And then we have DSP, which we've covered a ton in different episodes previously. So another good advertising platform that you can use within Amazon, ways to run your ads both on and off of Amazon. If you're looking at running ads, start on the sponsored side. And then once you've got that built up, go to the DSP side if you are an Amazon seller. If you're not an Amazon seller, then DSP is probably the spot to start.
Yeah.
But those are two major advertising platforms. Tons of different reports we can get for those, whether it's in the advertising console or Seller Central, like brand analytics or the business reports, all those different pieces are there, and lots of great episodes there. So let's talk through some of the new platforms, and some of these we've covered in more detail, but I think it's good taking a step back and taking a more of a higher level approach on what these look like. So let's start with Amazon Marketing Stream. So What is Stream? How do we use it? What data does it provide? Or how do we use it overall? And how should we view Amazon Marketing Stream?
Yeah, I like starting with Amazon Marketing Stream. We talked about advertising reports and what's available within like the ad console and the advertising report center within the ad console. Stream, not available there yet. I anticipate at some point in the future they will add some sort of stream reporting to it. So what is Stream? It's hourly reporting for your sponsored product campaigns and eventually sponsored ad campaigns. So it's still strictly an advertising report, and the key utility of it is getting more granular insights into how your ads perform throughout the course of the day. Historically, hourly metrics have never been available for advertising. Stream changes all of that. So there are a couple other wrinkles available with Stream, like faster, earlier access to data, like near real-time insights for budget utilization.
Sure.
Like conversion-related stuff, real-time isn't very valuable because of the 7 or 14-day attribution window. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so the key utility of Amazon Marketing Stream is hourly data.
Yep. And so a key thing is if you're a advertiser and you're running sponsored products, and you're currently in North America running sponsored products, because that's where it's focused right now, this is a great piece to try to tap into. And the key reason for it is when we can get hourly data, now we can optimize based off of the hour, or we can use day partying, or you can even go in and manually turn on and off campaigns, which would just be a manual version of day partying. But key thing for Amazon Marketing Stream, it doesn't change any, it's hourly data that's provided. So it's not like it's a new ad type. It's just providing you hourly statistics for your existing sponsored products campaigns currently available in North America.
Yeah.
And so what you can do is now, once you get that, now you can turn that into action by being able to, say, optimize the bid continuously, which is what we look at doing, or day partying, or manually turning on and off campaigns when they're most likely to result in a sale.
Yeah. So a little word association, stream is what this program's called. What is a stream? It's a continuous flow. Stream offers a near continuous flow of your marketing results.
I like
Amazon
that.
Marketing Stream.
Yeah, good visualization. Yep. Yeah, and so for us, we use our streamlined system to optimize with these continuous bids and make sure we're taking advantage of those times when people are most likely to convert. So that's Amazon Marketing Stream. So just hourly data coming in, and then the key question is how you choose to use that. Now, what would be best next? Do we want to do like AMC or Attribution?
Let's talk AMC.
All right. So a similar name. So we had Amazon Marketing Stream before. Now we're going to Amazon Marketing Cloud, also known as AMC. So I don't know, Matt, you want to give a high-level overview on how you view AMC, or I can take it too?
Sure. Yeah. So in the lead-in, we talked through all of these different reporting sources that you have: business reports, advertising reports. Amazon Marketing Cloud is a way of tying a lot of that information together with additional analytics that aren't offered through more traditional reports, and it's near infinitely customizable. So the key benefit of Amazon Marketing Stream is they release a lot of
Amazon Marketing Cloud.
Sorry, yeah.
Yep.
That's why we're having this episode. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Yeah, key utility of Amazon Marketing Cloud is being able to take all of the additional stored insights about your brand that Amazon has access to, and like being able to customize it to be able to answer questions that you have about your business or get access to information that you don't through traditional channels. And the reason why most Amazon Marketing Cloud reports aren't offered as like standalone reports within advertising reports in the ad console or within business reports, brand analytics, is the word for it's like pseudo anonymized data. And so it uses a lot of like very sensitive data, you know, where there could have been privacy concerns if they rolled it out, but they convert it all to this like anonymized data set in the back end that allows you to have more access and be able to pull it together without finding unique customer identifying information and stuff. So it's just a hub where they can give you a lot more information.
Yeah, and being able to tie the different sources together. And really, if you look at the core of Amazon Marketing Cloud, the key question that it's trying to answer is, all right, I don't want to just look at these specific channels by themselves. I want to see the bigger picture and see how my advertising and all the things I'm doing tie together and be able to relate it to my final business results. And so, for instance, like with the previous episodes that we've gone through, like on the sponsored side, I can go in and I can pull different reports for my sponsored ads. I can also go into DSP and I can pull specific reports for DSP. What's a little bit harder is, okay, say I'm running my DSP and I'm running branded campaigns, and then somebody comes into Amazon after, searches for my brand, and then clicks a sponsored ad and then goes to the final sale. How do I see the impact that that original DSP ad had? And another thing that's really cool with Amazon Marketing Cloud is you can actually import your own data sets into it.
Yeah.
So you can incorporate other channels into that, whether it's other advertising channels or other information. And as long as you have the key identifiers where in the database you can kind of link up the different data sources, you can get an even bigger picture on how everything's tying together. So for instance, as a use case on how you could use AMC, say you could be running Google ads on one side off-site, and then you could try to tie the information together and see how many people eventually converted to a sale on Amazon. So it just really opens up the ways that we can see the whole picture of what we're doing on our marketing overall and how that ties back to specific results.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so AMC, and like Matt was saying, like very customizable, but a little bit more technical too. And so when should businesses consider using AMC?
So right now it's available to those running DSP campaigns. So if you're running DSP campaigns and you have any unanswered questions or you're not able to get to the reporting information that you'd like to see to be able to make business decisions or quantify the impact of upper funnel or see more information about like the customer purchase journey, those are things that AMC solves for.
Sure. Yeah. And I would say like some real key items to look out for when you're looking to run AMC is if you're running upper funnel campaigns, especially using DSP, those are traditionally harder to tie back to the final result or the sale. And that's where AMC can be very valuable. Like, for instance, we can see, all right, if somebody saw my DSP ads, how many actually did a branded search on Amazon after? Or after clicking on my ad, how many customers were actually new to brand? We can see our typical time to conversion where they see an ad and then how long does it typically take them to actually complete the purchase. And we can use this for planning. So there's a lot of, I would say, upper funnel items that if you're running upper funnel strategies, the key issue for marketers is always figuring out like those branded campaigns, like how much did that actually help my brand and lead to the top line and the bottom line, revenue and profit. And so AMC is really a good tool to get all that information to be able to see all those results.
Totally.
So let's talk through, we just covered Amazon Marketing Stream, hourly data, Amazon Marketing Cloud, a reporting tool to really tie together these different channels and get that big picture perspective. How about like Amazon Attribution? So explain that, how you use it, kind of what it is.
Sure. Yeah. So Amazon Attribution is a way of measuring non-Amazon campaign performance basically it's tie back to Amazon. So let's say we're running Google campaigns or Facebook campaigns, and we want to drive traffic to our Amazon product page or Amazon storefront. We could create an Amazon attribution campaign that utilizes tags from those other campaigns to bring in like traffic information, conversion information, and bridge the gap between outside advertising channels and what actually happens on Amazon.
Sure.
So Google, Facebook, they're not great at measuring what occurs on Amazon.
Because they don't have access.
Exactly.
To it.
Yep. So through Amazon attribution, we can actually figure out what is the Amazon contribution of these other channel marketing initiatives.
Yep. Yeah. So the key thing that Amazon attribution is trying to solve for is before, if we wanted to run any outside campaigns that weren't Amazon related to Amazon, we'd have no idea on how to determine what's our return on advertising from these different instances, or even be able to track, like, say we do influencer marketing, or we have links on different websites and we want to track how much traffic is actually going to Amazon. Mm-hmm. There was no way to do that because Amazon's not going to open up their stats to Google or Facebook or anything to track to the final conversion. And so what Amazon attribution allows you to do is now if somebody goes through this link that you create, this tag in Amazon attribution, now what you can do is you can see what happened after. So you can see how many people went through that link. And then after that, you can see how many people actually purchased once they went through that link. And then from there, we can tie together, all right, the initial effort or dollar amount that went into generating that traffic. And now what did that truly lead to on the other side? Yep. So for instance, like setting up Google campaigns, we can set up Google campaigns and have them linked directly to Amazon. So that's one way that we can set this up. Or the website, you just go through and you create these different tags and you separate them out and make sure that it's easily identifiable where they're coming from. And then you can measure the results from that. So is there any major overlap that you see between these three platforms or programs or reporting tools? We have Amazon Marketing Stream, Amazon Marketing Cloud, Amazon Attribution. They all kind of definitely separate in your mind?
This could just be because of like my involvement with each.
Sure.
That I see them siloed from one another, like with very specific use cases for each one.
Yep.
So of course, like with any sort of advertising initiative, there's going to be overlap. It's all part of a bigger whole of the business's performance. But each one I think has very specific use cases.
Yeah.
AMC being more of like a wide scale, broader reporting hub, but like Amazon Marketing Stream gives you a stream of hourly insights. Amazon Attribution tells you the Amazon performance attributed to other channels and marketing initiatives. Those are pretty narrow scope, for each platform. Yep. And then AMC is this like cloud-based reporting hub with a ton of additional metrics that help you quantify different like higher level high end funnel strategies and all kinds of other use cases too.
Yep. And so each one is trying to solve a unique perspective. One thing we kind of glanced over is like for Amazon attribution businesses that should be considering it. And it's really if you're driving any outside traffic to Amazon, wherever it's from, it's a great way to be able to track and see what the impact is from those different channels.
Yeah.
But I totally agree. Like they are three very separate items with different use cases. But I think once you can put them together and then realize which ones actually make sense for you to implement at those points, it solves for specific issues we've had in the past. Yeah. And so it's getting trickier just because there's more and more features, but Amazon is solving more and more problems as we go.
Totally.
Yep. So this has been our general overview of the Amazon Marketing Stream, Amazon Marketing Cloud, Amazon Attribution. As other major programs or features or platforms come up, we'll keep updating that and hitting these in more detail. For any one of these items, we've covered them specifically in previous podcasts too. So for like AMC, we've covered many different use cases on what that looks like. for Amazon Marketing Stream. Kind of broke down how we're looking at this hourly data, some of the key takeaways that we've had, how we implement it, and how you can put it into practice. And the same thing for Amazon Attribution. We did a good episode on that too, how we're looking at driving traffic from outside sources like Google to Amazon, and then how you can utilize that. So this is kind of just a cheat sheet for these different programs, just to help, because I've gotten a lot of questions about it recently and totally understand. There's a lot of programs and acronyms out there. And so trying to keep them straight, it's tough. So any other things to add before we wrap this one up, Matt?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, hey, this has been another episode of the Ad Project Podcast. As always, we really appreciate you listening. And if you're ever looking for other resources, feel free to link with us on LinkedIn. We're very active. Facebook's a great platform, or Instagram. You can find us at Advance. So, all right. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.